Hi there. Here's a quick tutorial on how to tile a couple windows. So right now I have a zoom window open and I can move it around. The button's in the top right of your window. You can maximize it or you can make it a bit smaller. So you can drag, there's a couple ways of tiling the windows. The kind of longer way of doing it is you get it into a window where you can move around. So I'm grabbing it along the top of the window here. So I'm taking my mouse, putting my mouse cursor on the top and dragging it around. So I can kind of put it where I want it to go more or less. And usually if I put my mouse cursor along the edge of the window, you'll see you can get the little double arrow and allows you to make it a bit bigger or a bit smaller. So I can put it pretty much where I want it to go. And now I'm going to open up a second window. This time I'm going to use a web browser. I'm using Firefox. And in that web browser, I'm going to open up a Kahoot game client. So kahoot.it. And what I'm going to want to do is to tile this window as well. So there's a couple ways I can get it smaller because right now I can't access the sides with my double arrow. So what I'm going to do is I can either click on this button in the top right corner where it says restore down, just the two little boxes, and that allows it to either go full screen or the last smaller size that it remembers. So I can click on that and it goes up and bigger, smaller. Or in some programs, most programs, you can once again click along the top bar where there's no words or anything and just click, hold your button down and drag it around. And now from here, I can resize it by going along the edges and doing whatever size I want. So here, in this specific example, this Kahoot window doesn't need to be very big, so I can make it basically as small as it'll let me, and then that way I can make the zoom window a bit bigger. So that's basically the long way of doing it. If you kind of mess up, you can always close the window and start over. Another way of tiling these windows, if I kind of restart, make them both full screen again. Yeah, so I'm just going to make them both full screen. In a lot of programs, especially Windows programs, it will tile it automatically for you. So what I can do here is I once again click and hold, click and drag along the top of the window, the bar across the top of the window. And if I move, I'm still holding the mouse down. If I drag it all the way to the edge until the mouse cursor, until the pointer touches the edge of the window, of the screen, and it will automatically snap to that side. And over here it asks me, what other window do you want to tile with this one? So I'm going to choose the Zoom meeting. And now they're tiled. They're not quite the right size for me, so I can still go back to that method where I put the mouse cursor along the edge of the window and I can drag it. Oh, I'm just dragging the zoom there, so I want to go back to the Kahoot window, drag it as small as I can make it, and then drag the zoom window. And now I'm able to put in my game pin and get started. This game pin that you see in the video, do not use that one. That doesn't exist anymore. And that is how you tile windows.